everyone, and welcome to the weekly KK Report. For all of my followers and subscribers, thank you with my deepest heartfelt passion for following me this entire year and for sharing what I do here. So I've been gone for a couple of weeks. I have to tell you, we'll catch up on what happened since the new moon in Scorpio, which I reported on last. Sometimes when you're hanging in the picture, you cannot see the frame. Very prophetic, so yes, the divine energies came into play in my own life and have created a path for a brighter future. Okay, so here we have that new moon in Scorpio, and I reported it was squaring to Pluto, Mars square Pluto. So both of Mars and both of Scorpio's rulers were squaring up. And this power play, but it's also purging and pruning we were talking about. You can't keep continuing to sweep things under the rug. In Scorpio, deep emotions, deep things need to be brought up from the depths so they can be healed. Scorpio is a time of year where you have some purging, some burning off of the grass so that it can grow greener in the spring. It is the time before Sagittarius, which of course now we have the Sun in Sag, we have Mercury in Sag, we have Venus in Sag, and that brings a hopeful view with optimism for the future. And that's where we are right now. So divine intervention came in and really see this working in amazing ways. Now, of course, there's opportunity in every adversity, and you can't see exactly what things are going to bring when things happen, of course, until you look back. So that's why it's always important to stay positive, after you digest things, and Mercury is giving us a chance to digest right now. So thank you for being patient, and if you were wondering where I am, I'm here, I'm well, I am making some amazing changes, and it's all going to be for the best. So the weekly KK report, we talk about the astrological energies, metaphysical energies. This is part metaphysical, part quantum physics, because this is energies that you cannot see. It exists. It has energy on us. If you want to see how this relates to you specifically, your chart specifically, you need to reach out for me for a private astrological coaching. So these reports are for all of us in general. I use it in business for over 20 years successfully. You can roll with the energy, create more success for yourself, move forward where there's action, and direct your energy toward the most productive activities, during the week. But astrology itself is one of the most important pathways to your own personal growth. So it is through exceptional self-awareness that you can achieve this growth. So that is why it is amazing. All right, so reach out to me, kk@kkastrology.com. If you do not have a natal chart, your natal chart is the most unique thing about you. It is the mathematical representation of the moment you were born, time, place, space, and it is incredible. All right, you are more than just your sun sign. You are unfolding also as you grow. So let's move on with who is hot this week. We've got Mercury retrograde over the weekend. Let's go back. We had a full moon in Gemini. Okay, and that brought a lot of things to the head, and Gemini's ruler Mercury went retrograde on the same day. The universe has a master plan to help provide us opportunities, but we have to be working. with those opportunities, we have to be working. Things don't just happen to us, or they do. And then you have to have, the ability to roll with it. Because if you do in the most positive way, and you know that I'm also a health coach, blending this with health, the body will release positive hormones to help you deal with stress. Most important. So mindset is everything. Mindset is everything in also attracting to you what you want to. So this week, of course, Virgos and Geminis, your ruler Mercury, is now a bit debilitated. It's asleep. It's going backwards. For all of us, it is giving us a chance to redo, rethink, reconnect, second chances and things, making things better. 29 degrees of Sagittarius, it went retrograde at. So we need to go back and get more information, Sagittarius, about the bigger picture, being open to the new, the information we've been gathering as Saturn has been there for 2.5 years. This is a huge, huge month teaming up. And it's a big week for Mercury anyway, because we've got a second conjunction with Saturn. We've got Mercury teaming up with Mars, both on Wednesday, and then Mercury in a beautiful trine with Uranus on Sunday. This inspiration is flowing. And I'm wearing orange, my favorite color, a great color for Leo, creative inspiration. This week is going to be filled with it. We have a grand water trine teaming up right now through Tuesday, then another grand fire sign forming through Thursday and Friday. The weekend will be great to get stuff done. So, water signs, you're going to be hot because you're feeling this grand water trine between Pisces, has Neptune flowing through there. Scorpio's got Jupiter for the next year in Cancer. Those are the water signs. And Leo moon is going to be involved in this grand fire trine with beautiful aspects to Uranus, Mercury, and Saturn. So this is discipline and inspiration. We're really going to be able to get some stuff done coming from our heart energy this week. So I'm loving that. Today is Monday. It's a moon day. We are coming out of this full moon in Gemini. Gemini has to do with our communication, our thoughts, how we speak. Your words have power. They can hurt or they can heal. And Geminis need to learn that lesson, especially if you have Saturn in Gemini. Your thought, how you think, your words, how you speak. And because Mercury's ruler is getting ready to conjoin again with Saturn, we've got some serious conversations coming up that started on November the 28th. And this is the second conjunction with Saturn tonight, actually. Is it tonight? No, it's Wednesday. Sorry. Wednesday at 7:05 p.m. Okay, so we're building up to that. And Wednesday's a Mercury day, so it's going to be even stronger. And Mercury's retrograde, so really, really strong here. Mercury's retrograde, do not start new projects. This is a time for you to kind of complete what you have going on. The moon is going to be going into Cancer this afternoon. The energy is going to be shifting into feelings, emotion, comfort food, comfort, nurturing, family, home considerations. So there may be some feelings that come up after, in this grand trine, but it's going to be good. It's going to be healing because water nurtures and water heals. So utilizing this, we've got this serious connection with Mercury, but we also have Moon being inspired. Okay, so we really have this visionary aspect that we can grow with here. The whole Gemini thing, talk, stories. These are the storytellers of the zodiac, for good or bad. The mercurial, they're shifting. So they can be the tricksters. I'm not saying they're liars, but they can twist the truth. They're great salespeople. Just remember, your words have a lot of power attached to them. Now, when Mercury's retrograde, you have to watch your talking, your texting, your communications. Don't send texts to the wrong people, emails to the wrong people. Be very careful about that. Gemini is also your local neighborhood. A lot of things going on this past weekend in the local environment, of course, and I enjoyed some of that with my honey. We took took a look at the city that we're living in, and not in a new light that we haven't seen before, which is great. So we're redoing, rethinking, reworking things here with this Mercury retrograde. It's very, very good. Take care of that. Tuesday tomorrow. Tuesday is a Mars day, and Mars is finishing its 6-week time period in the sign of Libra. This is Libra in itself hosts the whole built-in opposition. Libra, the sign, has a built-in opposition because you're always considering the other. It's the mirror aspect. It's relationships. You look in the mirror, there's your relationship. So Aries wants to, go off and do things on their own, but you have to consider the other in life. There has to be a balance between what you want and what other people want. We've been dealing with that as Uranus and Aries has been opposing Mars in the sign of Libra and Jupiter in the sign of Libra in this past year. So there's peace, there's balance. Where is there unbalance? It's all been about relationships with other people, personal and business. We're about to finish that up on December the 9th, this weekend, when Mars goes into the sign of Scorpio, where we will get focused and intense. Where are you placing your energies of investment? Your Scorpio is about investing your talents. It's the opposite of Taurus. It is a money sign. It's an investment sign. So it's where do you invest your resources, okay? And you will be looking at your finances as well. But this is way more focused. And we're going to be taking things to a deeper level where Jupiter is right now in Scorpio. Scorpio is taking everything to a deeper loyalty, intent, investment of stuff we've been working on. All right, so you're bringing that to a deeper level so we can build a foundation that will last. We have a grand water trine coming up on Tuesday. Excellent. Moon in Cancer. Again, family, nurturing, comfort food, emotions. Dealing with all of that. Trining Neptune, trining Jupiter, and opposing Pluto on Tuesday night. So all that nurturing that goes on Tuesday and inspiration and feeding, we're going to be able to get very focused on Tuesday night. Don't get into power struggles. Use it to focus. Great for business. So that's Tuesday. Wednesday is a Mercury day. Mercury is retrograde. During a retrograde period on a Wednesday, you will feel that Mercury energy, whatever we're supposed to be rethinking, reworking, bringing up, finally taking a look at that we didn't look at before, second chance on something. Mercury went retrograde December the 3rd, this past Sunday. It will go direct on December the 22nd, and we will be at the midway point on December the 12th, which is the eve of Hanukkah. So we'll feel it 11th and 12th. These are aha periods where we get some aha moments. We understand kind of what we need to do. It's a second chance to catch up on things. Lots of information around. Mercury went into its shadow. I'm going to take you through this so you understand Mercury retrograde. Write these days down. Mercury went into its shadow on November the 14th. So there was some underlying energy of what was going to be coming. On November the 28th, we had Mercury joining with Saturn. There was the first pass of discussing something very serious that's going to take place in your future. Serious work, structure, foundation. You're building something for the future here. Saturn wants stability. It wants structure. And it needs discipline and responsibility attached to it. Yep, you guys, you're going to be working for whatever you want now. There's no easy street. And Saturn's going to love being in its own sign of Capricorn as of December the 19th. So on December the 3rd, this past Sunday, we had Mercury go retrograde here, giving us second chances at 29 degrees of Sagittarius. Now, interestingly, I love numerology and numbers, and 11 is one of the most spiritual, divine type of numbers out there. So 29, you take 9 and 2, add it together, that's 11. You also have Sun, Moon, Jupiter, Neptune, all at 11 degrees. Jupiter, 11 degrees of Scorpio, Neptune, 11 degrees of Pisces, Sun and Moon, 11 degrees of Sag and Gemini, respectively. 11, 11, 11, 11, lots of 11s, right? This is divine setup. So whatever happened at that Scorpio new moon of purging and getting the carpet ripped up so you could see what those deep emotions were, making changes that weren't going to change unless something happened. This was all for the best. And sometimes it takes, astrology has healed and saved me many times over because it has given me the light where I needed it, the optimism, the insight into this divine connection that we're all under here. You're not just yourself walking around, right? There's lots of stuff going on. We're all connected at some deep level. And the energetic point of what this universe is about is beyond comprehension, and it just makes everything so important. All right, and it makes your mindset so important to attracting all of this good stuff to you. The moon goes into Leo on Wednesday afternoon. It's bringing in a great dose of leadership, of confidence, of bold courage, doing things in a big way and coming from your heart. So important right now. Taking you back, you write these days down for the Mercury retrograde, though. December the 6th, we've got Mercury conjoined Saturn. That is this Wednesday, the second time, building structure for all the information that you've been gathering. The third time is going to be the charm, January the 13th, and it's going to meet in Capricorn. We've got the final plan. We know what we have to do to kind of put the fine tuning into the stuff that we are working on. And also on the 6th, we've got Mercury, we've got Mars in a sextile to Mercury, and Mars sextiling Saturn. So really massive amounts of opportunity here. Incredible. December the 10th, which is Sunday, we've got Mercury trining up with Uranus. Big inspiration and invention, and it's electric and inspired. Love this energy. Followed, so the 10th through the 12th, you've got Sun conjoining with Mercury, giving us that aha moment. This is the inferior conjunction during the Mercury retrograde where we understand what's going on and we can move forward. December the 15th, Mercury will join with Venus. Beautiful, right? In a fire sign in Sagittarius, 18 degrees of Sag. Speak from your heart. Speak to the future. This is your plan for the future, going there. And it's right at the galactic center. Very important. And we were going to have a new moon on the 18th. And again, this is activating the galactic center, which is a point of strong energies, way beyond what I can explain in a small mouthful, but strong energies pushing you into the future where you're supposed to be. So, you know what? Have faith. Just have faith there. Have faith in what's going on. Thursday's a Jupiter day. Jupiter is in the sign of Scorpio, bringing out the good and the bad of Scorpio here. Scorpio's at the height. It's at healing. It's healing deep intention, and at the lowest realms, it's manipulation, control, and you've got all these sexual scandals now coming out. Unfortunately, more will probably come out. Matt Lauer, look at this. He's a Capricorn, born December the 30th. Saturn is going to be on his sun. He's going to be in for a little bit of rude karmic awakening. Saturn is going to bring him in a whole different level, but shame on that whole situation because, he was really well respected and was doing things can't be hidden, guys. So, if you're telling lies, doing stuff behind the scenes, they come out and they will, like they say, prophetically bite you in the ass, right? Okay, that's what's happening here. Moon is in Leo, though. Let's focus on the great stuff about Thursday. Moon is in Leo. We have this grand fire trine. Just incredible with Venus, with the sun, all involved. And Venus is our deep desires, what we want to attract to us, what we're inspiring to. And Sagittarius is looking to the future with optimism, the best. So create, follow the rhythm of your heart. Connect to nature too, because the heart is the only organ in the body which energetically has its own force field, which connects to nature and the vibration of nature. Huge. This whole 528 megahertz, you can look into that. It's great. Do breath work to expand this heart chakra. Do yoga to expand this. Very important. Come from your heart, create from your heart, and go forward. Excellent days. Friday, this continues. This Leo inference Friday is a Venus day, and Venus is in Sagittarius, opening us up, expanding, and it went on there December the 1st, and thank goodness, because it lightened things up quite a bit as Venus left Scorpio. That whole Scorpio time can be very deep and bring up these deep emotions and control stuff. And then it's just so much more light and lighter hearted. The moon is in this, keeping with this grand fire trine. Go get them in a big way. And we also have sextiles with Mars in Libra. So opportunities with relationships that we've made. Create. Friday, continue. The moon is going to go into Virgo Friday night. So it's a better date lunchtime. Thursday and Friday are better for date nights. And we've got work and getting ready and prepared for the weekend starting on Friday night, 6:09 p.m. And we've got Mars leaving the sign of Libra. So we are getting feedback on our relationships. Do we have it figured out? Did we get things back in balance? You'll see. Saturday is a Saturn day. Saturn has roughly 10 days, 2 weeks left. There's only 2 more Saturdays before Saturn goes into Capricorn. And then it's straight up work and building your foundation for 2.5 years. So if you're working on big things, hallelujah, this will help you, but you got to put in the discipline. Moon is going to be in Virgo. Virgo is excellent for taking the creativity of Libra and putting it forward to get busy, make your list, get organized, get things checked off, get resituated. So it's going to be excellent timing for me as well. And Saturn in Sagittarius. Now, what we've been going through for 2.5 years is opening us up to the future, opening our mind to new ways to thinking, new ways of healing. This is new ideas. Sagittarius they're open. That's what they're friendly and they're open. They're accepting of others and ideas. It's a mutable sign as well. Saturn going into Capricorn is security, responsibility, our foundation, and discipline. We will be getting stuff done. And Mars will be going into Scorpio for 6 weeks on Saturday. Focus. Where are you investing your resources? Put your focus there. Sunday. We all love Sundays. Sun, especially Sundays with the sun in Sagittarius, is extra fun and expansive. It's positive. It's future thinking. It's generous. It's open. This is the energy that attracts. Okay, this fire sign stuff. The winter solstice, it'll be there till the winter solstice on 12/21. We could have too much going on because Sag likes to expand, but it's a last quarter moon. So infused in this Sunday is the energy of last quarter, which is the energy of Capricorn, which is the energy of accomplishment. It says, I take all that I've learned and make adjustments throughout this lunation. So ever since that new moon in Scorpio and all the stuff that went on, and the full moon just happening and Mercury retrograde, we're taking all this together, making adjustments and moving forward with success. That's the right way to use this energy. And so it's going to be a busy weekend, getting sorted out, organized, and getting all the details together to move forward. Mercury trine Uranus on Sunday, excited and inspired. Venus square to Neptune. This can be idealistic and romance and love and money. It is last quarter. So whatever you put together on your dream board back in January, you've got the last quarter square here. You're getting some big feedback on where you want it to be. And let's see what else we've got. On Sunday night, we've got Moon square Mercury, Moon square Saturn. Okay, Moon squaring Saturn brings right into play some seriousness. So get a good night's sleep because you're going to be getting serious for the week ahead. So kind of get a plan together, a little list for the start of the week, and get yourself some sleep. That's very important in the winter. Monday, the start of the week, Moon is going to be in an action sign of Libra. This is about relationships and cooperation and diplomacy. We've been talking about Libra because Mars has been there, right? And Mars is out now, so hopefully we learned something. It's an action sign, though. Whenever the moon is in an action sign, people want stuff done, and you're going to get more stuff done. You're going to do it, though, with diplomacy and getting along. Mercury's getting ready to meet with the sun on Tuesday. These aha moments are coming Monday and Tuesday, and Hanukkah is Tuesday night. So happy Hanukkah coming up and preparations for that. Have an amazing week. Thank you again for all of you subscribers, and reach out to me if you would like your own personal coaching, get you set up for the year coming, the first quarter coming, to utilize the energy in your own chart for your highest success. See where you are in your cycles. Make it a great week.